with this beautiful color melting, it put the haircut that drastically in value.
I think it's the color pairing together. I think is super. Love how there's a difference. Us always being dark to light. I love the light to dark, but still having that base for what you can collab and address it on the mid layer. This is Camille. Give her a big round of applause. Thank you, Camille. Okay, I got a couple questions for you. So you come down, you collab, you've been in Canada, you work for Men's Goods, you have your own salon. What made you want to reach out, collab, and like get involved?
Actually, Christopher, you are one of the most artists. You are one of the artists in the industry that inspire me the most. So now it's true. So one of my goals was to go to Instagram French. Sometimes it's very English for me. So because I have a bucket list of artists that I want to work with on my top of it, I wanted to work with you. I love your team. I love what you create. And yeah, that's why I wanted to reach out to you. And thank you for the opportunity, actually.
Thank you. I just want to pass something back to you, like the energy you bring, the time, the effort you took from Canada to come collab, and for me to be shut up and come all the way. I want you to give her a big round of applause. This is Kenny. So, Brett, I know you have a couple models back there, so how about we bring out a model for each of you guys and let you guys kind of talk through what the high inspiration, high fashion was and what you guys are replicating here today. So please welcome our models to the stage. Well, I think we're seeing such poppy color, right? Like we're still seeing intensities, still seeing beautiful blondes, but I want you to think of this even in blonde toners. Because I think even orange to cool, silvers to orange, I think then it's even a different reflex. So don't just think of it just in vivids, but I think it's good to show the vivids of how we want you to go. But it's so pocketed right now. A lot less is a lot more.
Correct, and I think that's the biggest thing, I think, is what I can tell you guys is just push yourself to create something a little bit different and not continue to do the same thing. Even if you plan it out, this is the guess that I'm going to do. Just to get yourself into a habit one a day to change up what you do. It's no different than when we go to see people all the time. We want to be taken care of and go, you know what, I thought about you, and I've got something fun planned for us.
I love those stories. Give it up for Brittany. Brittany, give some love. Come on, bring up your beautiful haircut you did. I'm running her ditto. So this is what Matt got on main stage yesterday. I just want to take your head over like I want to take it because I love a beautiful color, but here's what I thought was so cool is Matt puts so much beautiful texture that there's such great movement. And for me, when I see that, that's going to support what the client's going to do when they get home. So I want you to break a little bit down out of what you did here to what you're doing today, because both of them are on a wave.
Here's the thing about it. It's exactly what I was talking about. Curly hair, or really straight hair, or straight hair, whether we create it or it's natural, right? We have to address the way that it moves. We have to create negative space with a positive space. Longer pieces have to be able to have to be free to move. Without the shorter pieces to support it and to let it move, then you can't have movement in the back here. See how I'm able to really just kind of cut it and not straight layers, nothing round about it. It keeps it square, makes it really strong. The ends are nice and strong. You see the elevation, but the roundness. The same thing will happen with this, but a ultra curly version of this.
Beautiful end result. Let's give her a big round of applause. This is Tato. Thank you, Tato. So if we bring Ashley forward and let's share some of the beautiful braid work that Toya has shared with us. Just stick your head down, Ashley. Look at that. Look how clean. Look how beautiful. So, Toya, I want you to talk a little bit about, because normally you wouldn't be leaving anything furry and wild. So tell me like what you've experienced working together as a collective, because you do such beautiful braid work, but normally all this would be braided down, right? So talk a little bit about that.
Normally I would just keep the braid straight and I would use an electric signal and I would dip it in there. It's like it's really hot so it seals them to get straight. But this collaboration was like really good and helpful for me because I did learn the method, the rip wrap, the bobby pin, and I also learned the teasing. This is actually, I worked this today. I did not know this before today. So these are new techniques that I'm definitely going to be doing, taking back to the shop.
I think when you collaborate, I think it opens up such different things. But again, I just want to share with you how clean. And Toya, how long have you been out into the industry? How long have you been in the industry?
So I started doing hair when I was in middle school, but I've been doing it professionally in the shop for 4 years now. My dad, he had a friend who went to college school and she just didn't want to do hair no more, so she gave all her college stuff. So he ended up setting up the basement as a salon for me, so I always have my friends and family coming over after school just doing their hair practice.
So I just want to say I think the industry's in pretty good hands when I see this after 4 years rocking the main stage. So let's give it up for Toya. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Smash it. Thank you, Ashley. That's good. So this is the beautiful model. I think it's pretty good handsome. Travis, you get uglier models because when it starts to like, use the hot more in trouble.
You don't have no hits, that's the one that I picked. That's how it goes. But right here I have my model, what I just did with him. I think a normal fade, kind of drop on the side, blend his beard in a mirror effect. On this side, that you guys can see, just a mirror drop, and I just have this line on the back. But on the other side, I add a design just for us to are also content creator. You can have the same model with two different kind of like looks, and you guys have more of it. You can back on your actually content creation, right? The same way, I just mirror effect. But over here, I think I'm rocking square look, more like easygoing, kind of European, where everybody is just like excited like that. I just have those airs and movement all over again. So what is really trending and is what is really coming out there, utilizing our level 3 products. What I use, I prepare it with sea salt spray, and then after I just use my my diffuser, and after I diffuse it, creating that shape into form and I lock it into place, I use some texturizing powder just to enhance and explode that texture and make it look like more bad and more messy. So that's actually how I got up to here.
Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Thank you. stuff looks super intricate, Corey, but it actually, you go about it very much in a simplified way. And I love that because it's easy to teach. But the end result always looks spot on. So talk us through what you did in the collab you did here.
Absolutely. So on the side here, we did some more detailed braids. So that's where we just did one cornrow braid on each side. So tight to the scalp, really gives it that strong shape on the sides. If you could tilt your head down just a little, perfect. So then in the top, we started to incorporate some rings. So the thing that I really love about twists, braids, anything that incorporates any of that, it acts as an anchor. So what I'm able to do then is add in these cute, I don't know if you're not, but I like them. We're able to add in these accessories, these rings here, where basically all that I've done is I feed it through the loop, and then I take 2 more pieces on top, feed it through the next loop. So it's just a way to create some more detail and make your styles a little bit more unique to you.
So you're not even really braiding it, which I think is cool because as young ones get into the industry, I think getting them to have success, because I wasn't a braider at all in the beginning either, it was like 2 left hands. And I think this is a great way to use different items. Still has a great look, but still almost has a braided finish. So I think it's super cool. This is Lily. Give her a big round of applause. And one more big round of applause for our models as a whole. Thank you. Let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you. You want to speak to just get the ways and cheers? Man, I'm telling you. Did anybody go last night, by the way? So if you went last night, that was the thing. Those stands back of the right now with those shears because we got some really cool shears. I mean, look, Matt's yeah, I mean, we're all in this together in this industry, so you give energy, we give energy. You ready? We got to make some moves. Now here's the deal, those of you that just got it. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to tag shark fin. As you do create with these shears, I want you to share with them what you're doing with them. Because that's what it's about. Taking your art, beautiful tools, and letting you guys create. I thought I said something so profound. I thought I said something so good.
That's what you mean.
So remember the deal, you got those shears, I need you to create with them. Tag shark fins, tag your CC Pro. And let's see what you create with these. So Corey, to Greta, Corey, I'm gonna ask you, and then we're gonna close this up. These beautiful people that came share their time with us today, one thing to walk away with, life, and just a vote of like some words. What would it be?
Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it and let that stand in your way of trying something new, trying something that scares you. Keep it simple.
I love that. Give it up for Corey. Guys, Dick?
Yes, sir.
So, these beautiful people came and spent some time with us. You were sitting in that audience, because that's always how we look at it. Because if I was sitting there, I would want something to get some value to. So, what words do you have for these people?
You know, I always think like, I almost sound repetitive, and the reason is I always say enjoy where you're at. Like, be where your feet are planted, because we are also in an era that is always thinking ahead, setting goals, thinking about tomorrow, that we forget the little things that we have around and we forget to enjoy the day-to-day basis. So leave where your feet are at, where we are planted, and enjoy the moment and enjoy the process.
Love it. Give it up for Drastic. I love it. She's still a girl. Were you nervous?
Yes.
How much have been learners in life and still push through it? Still push through it. Sounds like a disaster by readers. I thought she did a fantastic job today. What do you guys think? Let's give it up for Toya. So, what words would you share with this audience? What do you want them to walk away with?
I would say no matter what it is that you want to do, make sure you go into it with confidence and never give up. No. That's fine.
Well, again, I think you did a mind-blowingly good job. This is Toya, give it up. So, Mr. Matt Holder, I mean, Matt's kind of a spiritual guy too, so don't get all spiritual and crazy on me. But no, I want you to share some words because you always got great words of wisdom, so what do you want to share with us?
So here's the thing, man. We're so privileged to be in this industry. The fact is that you care about it because you're here, right? Educating yourself. The cool thing is that it's more about how we lead people. People will forget what you tell them, but they'll never forget the way you make them feel, right? So I think we should treat each other that way. We should treat clients that way. It's not work. It's a privilege. It's a privilege. I have to tell you, about 10 years ago, I went through a cancer thing. Crazy stage 4 throat cancer. Not only am I through it, but I sing and all that kind of stuff, and talking on stage is just nuts. The thing that helped me get through it is the love of this industry. I heard from people all over the country that I work with, Chris Benson, a whole bunch of people that would send people all money. The wonderful love of love was more important. Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that I want to share with you guys is have fun. Continue to have fun and make none of things be daunting. And just push yourself to like I said, find one person a week that you can do something creative on. And just open up your eyes to something new. Find something that inspires you, whether it's jellyfish or even flowers or whatever the case may be, and take those tools and make something super creative. Just continue to have fun and love what we do.
Well, you live in New York, you live in Michigan, you live in Utah, and I think it's so interesting because, living in New York, people are like, oh, you're from New York, and it's like this prestigious thing. Living back in Utah, I think is fantastic, and now I'm living in a place that literally in the smallest area, in about a 20-mile area, there's 700 people. So we get told a lot, I can't do it because it's the you can do anything you want from wherever you want in this world, this age, with technology and what's going on social media. So I challenge you, test it. And I think that's great words. Let's give it up for Ms. Costa. So these guys have finished up, drastic. If I let you go, you'll just keep cutting until like the level 3 shows up next. So I just wanted to say thank you. So Corey Hoffman, Drastic, Toya, Matt Holder, and Brenda Clausen. Let's give it up. Let's thank these guys. We're going to move them on and give you guys a beautiful finale.
you. We're so lucky to get to work with someone that inspires and educates the industry. We're in tech level 3, we're on interactive, short teach, cheers, full right, extended. We're super grateful that all of us to do is bring shows like this to you and support us. So thank you from the entire CBC team. We will see you